What's going on, gamers? We got an interesting topic here to cover. And the interesting thing is how PC fanboys are coming in once again to kind of do damage control instead of just realizing these are just honest results that a company would work, and why Sony is favored for GTA 6. And this is things historically as well. It says that according to this survey, PlayStation makes almost 64% of Rockstar revenue historically with GTA Online, and PC's only 10%. People jump the gun real quick because they're talking about PC role playing and all that. Say, yeah, of course, but that still has nothing to do with the honest stats here. If you wanted to play it that way, you would play it that way. But obviously, we know you role play on GTA as well, and which, okay, cool. But Sony still makes 64% from a business standpoint. So you want to talk about revenue earned and third-party domination, because you want to say that about Capcom, but you don't want to say that about GTA, which I kind of think is hypocritical. So it says it right here, PlayStation accounts for almost 2/3 of the player base on Rockstar. Like literally playing the game the legit way. And it's not just that, but the money spent as well, too. It gets very interesting. And then we go up here for Nib, and it says, per the Rockstar leak, Grand Theft Auto Online weekly active users, because they got a hack, right? People are just posting the stats. Weekly active users and revenue leak can see why PC is less of a priority. So if somebody's going to prioritize you, same thing with PlayStation. You're trying to pirate my game, or you're trying to mod and do this on the side, then why would I, want to get, in a state to continue to try to support you when you only benefit me 1.5%? It doesn't matter what excuse you try to make. The point is, these are the stats. So it says console 7.5 million, 8.25 million. This is weekly active users, 31 times of PC. PC 895 K, which is almost 900,000, 264K. PS5 3.5 million, 4.5 million, PS4 1.9, 1 million. Then we see Xbox Series and Xbox One, which is a good ratio considering the numbers when it comes to revenue. And in PC, accounting like usual, about a little under 11% here. And then we're going to get to the comments here because it also gets very interesting. Going over here too, which is also funny, you see Ben basically showing the GTA Online yearly revenue. Starting from 2014 all the way up to 2026, the peak during COVID was 743 million. Absolutely insane. It's more like something you can't really ignore because these are actual results that are going on. And we get the idea of 5 billion total revenue online. Monthly revenue 20 million to 35 million. This year it's already at 110 million. So GTA 6 is going to be absolutely massive when it comes to that. We know how much Rockstar's put into the game too, like easily over 2 billion probably. But going down here, we see that PlayStation is probably going to be getting the most majority of this revenue that is third-party revenue. So Sony dominates Rockstar revenue by a mile. Whether you say what PC gamers are doing or not, you want to come in and make that excuse, it doesn't matter. Sony dominates Rockstar's third-party revenue. Ben says GTA Online single-handedly bought the budgets for Red Dead 2 and Grand Theft Auto 6 combined. And yeah, he says, I don't understand how people spend money on GTA when there are thousands of bugs to double. I have more than 300 million all bought in several garages with several deluxes. He says most people who just don't have the time or can't be arsed to grind the game. Nowadays, it's easier to make money, but I guess the mentality still for most people is just to buy the shark cards. I saw they were selling a lot of copies too, because some of those copies were cheaper to get than the shark codes. Than the currency. So going down, this guy says, yeah, PC players just make private servers and mod out all the BS monetization and can just enjoy the content without Rockstar robbing them. I would say that that's not really a true way of looking at it. It's just because they're able to mod. But if they had all those mods and they were only around the paywall, they would still pay. So the average Xbox GTA Online gamer is spending 27% more than the average PlayStation gamer. That says a lot. To a certain extent, I get what you're trying to say. The PS5's numbers are insane. 3.4 million weekly active users, generating 4.4 million every single week on PS5 alone. That's why GTA 6 launching exclusively on PlayStation 5 and Xbox makes complete sense. Rockstar is following the money. Yeah, of course they're making a huge investment. They'll eventually come to PC. And PC at only 10.63% of the player base, but still generating 264K weekly, explains exactly why the PC version always comes last. GTA 6 Online is going to make these numbers look tiny. Yeah, it is. So here's the thing. Like I was saying before, people could say what they want about PC doing this and that, but you're still the least supportive when it comes to third-party revenue. Capcom is an exception, but when you look at every other perspective in the gaming industry, definitely the biggest of all time, which is GTA Online, PlayStation is dominating. It has that identity. Xbox is doing well too, but they just don't have the base, and that's because it's a shooting game. But if you just look at everything in general, it's no contest. So it gives you an idea of why Rockstar is running with Sony. They have been for the longest, and that's where GTA blew up anyways, not on PC. So PlayStation is dominating third-party revenue. Obviously, Nintendo has nothing to do with this because there's no GTA on there. It's going to be interesting to see if they actually put it on there, what's going to happen. I want you guys to let me know what you think about these stats too. Don't come in here making excuses. It's more like this is what's happening from a business standpoint. This is what the gamers on PlayStation are doing compared to PC and Xbox. More than both of them combined together. When you have 67%, you're equating to more than both combined together, regardless. Most GTA PC players are in the roleplay servers, not the regular online. It's like bragging about who is better, who's the better pay pig. The funny thing is like, I get what you're trying to say, but if you are Rockstar and everybody follows the money, right? When it comes to certain things, what are you going to do, right? You see what I mean? It's no different than what Sony was looking at, where it's like, oh, well, most people to get PlayStation games, PC gamers are just going to, pirate them, and it's like, you're not going to get supported then. So you're not day and date. You see what I mean? Like, you can't have both and then complain and say because you're doing, it's like, no. You're the least supportive on the roll, on the payroll. So, yep, at $80 per game and $600 per console, it'll sell consoles like crazy. This only proves console players are dumb as hell. Oh, your PC costs $3,500. Meanwhile, they dump $150 to $300 on crappy shark cards or 2K builds. Low IQ gamers get no value for their money. You know what's so funny about this? I have nothing to do with this because I don't play GTA Online. Somebody like this only proves that he's polarized in the most delusional, ignorant manner. That does not mean console players are dumb. That just means that because they're having fun, that's the way they're doing things. Yeah, some of them may be overspending, but do you really want to talk about free-to-play and microtransaction support on the PC world when it comes to a lot of those games? How much they've spent in some of those other worlds? Because all the free-to-play games and MMOs and stuff are on there. Gachas and all that, PC and mobile. You really want me to talk about gacha? Because that's significantly worse. Whereas, like, you could play that game and not spend money like that because you can earn it. But on gachas, you get gated so bad, it's not even funny. Like, or having a rig that plays 240 frames per second with a mouse and keyboard advantage, and you still choose to cheat and try to lag switch somebody out and go and do that because you're immature and infantile. That's low IQ behavior as well. So, sweep around your own corner because it's like, no, dude. It could be seen in a lot of ways. All the weirdos and creeps to do weird stuff too. Don't get me started on the Roblox stuff and all this other stuff. No, I don't want to hear that. Why is it that every time PC gets honestly outdid by console, and it's quite obvious that most of the gaming industry and game developer kits historically, and all the games that you play all came from console mostly, you don't want to give that credit, but you always want to make it seem like there's like no mistake there. Like it's a mental disorder and you need to wake up from it and learn to just be intellectually honest and realize that that's where most of the support came from. And because it has that much support, you can get a GTA 6 like that. Of course, you're not going to think like that because you only want to look at it in a perspective to try to downplay something because you're immature. How about you grow up? Okay, he says, this is when those PS4 owners move over. So here's this guy, man. STFU and stop flexing the fact that you dumb SOBs are pay pigs. But yeah, you want to pay NVIDIA and get them to be $1 trillion company on the market cap, right? Because NVIDIA is at the top, right? Screwing over the whole industry, right? And you want to pay $3,500 or $4,000 for a rig for specs that are not needed. You're also a moron. Just saying. So you see what I mean? There's holes in anything you try to do to attack somebody, as if console gamers meant, once again, like I was saying in another video, low IQ, when I just proved it, who cheats the most. But yet it has way better specs and advantage. Almost like console gamers are at a handicap back then, but yet you still choose to cheat. But you have better settings. Because that's an inferiority complexity issue. You're supposed to be intelligent and all good, right? With the mouse moving, but you still choose to cheat. You see what I mean? Yeah, dude, sit down. GTA and 30 FPS on consoles, PC judge just keep winning. You see what I mean? I'm telling you, the immaturity is insane in these comments. So just because you see what I mean, when you're a man, you can handle stats straight up. But this proves right here once again that they're so immature that they can't handle honest stats. That the hackers from PC leaked. Man, how does that feel? Yeah, no, I just like putting people in their place that are full of it. Because they know they can sell the game to you twice. You'll clamor to buy it on release, then a year or two later, when the new console drops, you'll have to respect the Rockstar hustle. Yeah, there's going to be people that have a PC, they have a PlayStation 5 Pro right now. They're going to buy it, and they're going to go buy it on PC again and play that version and play the modded version. That's your choice. Regardless, Rockstar is just going to be in the position they are. It's not like GTA's are, you know, half-ass baked games. They're not. This game is going to be insanely optimized and developed. So, you know, it's just interesting the excuses we get here. This is why we had to look at these comments. Because I'll tell you, the immaturity on PC is just as bad if you pay attention to it and call it out. I want you guys to let me know what you think about this. Going over here to Nib's post, it'll probably be more insults. Those GTA Online numbers won't be accurate on PC because a lot of people specifically play role play on modded servers. Once again, which is superior to the original GTA Online if you're into that. And doesn't use GTA Online executables at all. So it goes under the radar statistics wise. There's a reason why Rockstar bought 5M. 5M doesn't register, and that's where the most of the PC action is. So, you know, it's interesting when you say that, but it's like, we said revenue. So that means you're off the record not doing that. That dude doesn't matter. That's who's supporting Rockstar in GTA. And because of all that money, like I said, you're able to have Grand Theft Auto 6 at the highest degree. If it was up to PC, it wouldn't be like that. This guy says, so riddle me this. If you're not going to lose sales by not doing day date on PC, but instead gain more from double dippers, why don't all or other publishers do this? It's a good statement. Yeah, those don't could 5M. Besides, PC catalog is way bigger. Rockstar owns 5M, hence have all the data. Steam database lists 5M daily peak as 990K and GTA daily peak as 90K. So 900K weekly on PC sounds about right for both combined with typical sticky live service weekly users multipliers. So here's the thing though, like that could possibly be true. I don't know. I didn't check it on it, so I'm not going to speak on that, but maybe that's the case though. But all in all, these numbers are the honest results of what's going on in the original organic environment. It's not like the PC base has the biggest GTA community. That's not what this is saying. And according to him, the 5M is including that. But people like to make excuses instead of just realizing, dude, these are the stats that they found and they're posting. What are you going to do about it? Just accept it. You're way down at the bottom. Xbox One and Series are beating you combined. So ratio to ratio, yeah, it's not all that. So give PlayStation its credit. Instead of trying to insult people all the time, because there's no other way for you to see it except in that negative point of view, which is immature. PlayStation will dominate GTA 6 as well. Just watch. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below as usual. Boy, I tell you, immature players in this world. Later, y'all.